Dear friends, let's take a quiet moment today to talk heart to heart. There's a topic that matters to so many of us who have already walked a long road in life. It's the question of why so many older adults hope to live at least until the age of 80. At first it might seem like just a number, but in truth it carries a deeper meaning. Behind it are reasons tied to health, to the wish to remain needed, and to the feeling that life has purpose at every age. Maybe you've caught yourself thinking, I'd love just a little more time, to see the children grow, to watch how the world keeps changing, to witness how I keep facing new challenges. That's a natural and beautiful wish. Every extra year isn't just another calendar page. It's another chance to smile at a new morning, to feel the warmth of family, to do some small kindness that brightens someone's day. Turning 80 isn't only about reaching a round number. It's a way of proving that both body and spirit have carried you far while staying strong. It's also about caring for health, your heart, your mind, your inner calm. At this stage of life, most of us understand what really matters. Not things, not money, not chasing after what doesn't last. What matters is the sense that we are still needed, that we can love, and that we can be there for those who matter most. Reaching 80 feels like crossing an important milestone. It's like running a long race and finally being able to say to yourself, yes, I made it. I took care of myself well enough to get here. That brings a quiet pride. And pride here doesn't mean arrogance. It means a gentle inner joy that whispers, my life has had meaning. But why does that number, 80, carry so much weight? The reasons are not always obvious, but they're deeply connected to health, to our minds, and to how we see life itself. And when we look closely, we begin to understand how to keep going, how to find strength each day, and how to continue living with interest and with warmth in our hearts. I'd like to share 4 of these reasons. They're not complicated or scientific. They're more like simple truths that come from life itself. And maybe, as you listen, you'll recognize your own story, or the story of someone you love. Before we dive in, let me ask you something. Do you believe that life after 60 isn't just about adding years, but about adding quality to every single day? If you agree, drop a quick comment below that says, longevity matters, because it shows me you're here for the right reasons. And don't forget to subscribe to Senior Longevity Tips. Every day, we share powerful insights that help older adults live longer, feel stronger, and stay in control of their health. Alright, let's uncover the surprising health motivations that push so many seniors to fight for 80 and beyond. Here's the first hidden reason why so many people quietly hope to make it to 80. It feels like a sign that the heart is still strong. And when I say, the heart, I don't just mean the physical organ. I mean the very center of life, the steady rhythm that has carried you through every single moment, from the laughter of childhood to the challenges of adulthood, and into the calm wisdom of older age. Think about it for a moment. Your heart has been beating faithfully every single day, every single night, without asking for a break. It's been with you through love, through loss, through joy, through worry. And when someone reaches 80, there's often this quiet thought inside, my heart has done its job. It has carried me all the way here. That brings comfort. It brings peace. When we are younger, we don't always notice our heart. We rush through days, sometimes forgetting that inside us there's this strong, constant companion, working without pause. But with age, we start to notice more. Maybe you feel your pulse when you're walking. Maybe you take a deeper breath after climbing a few steps. Maybe you sit down in the evening and feel the gentle beat reminding you, I'm still here. I'm still working for you. Reaching 80 feels, for many, like proof that all those small daily choices, choosing a walk over sitting too long, choosing water instead of one more soda, choosing rest when your body asked for it, really did matter. It's proof that even small, ordinary habits can carry you through the years. It's not about perfection. It's not about strict diets or heavy exercise. It's about giving your body just enough care so that it can take care of you in return. There's also pride in that milestone. Not the loud kind of pride, but a gentle, quiet pride that lives deep inside. The kind that lets you say, I must have done something right. I've given myself a chance to be here, to still open my eyes to the morning sun. And that pride is healthy, it gives strength. It makes each new day feel like a small reward. Living to 80 also feels like stepping into a new season of life, one that carries both peace and wisdom. By then, you've weathered storms. You've seen the ups and downs. You've stood tall through times of change. And the heart, though older, has stayed with you through it all. That's why many people quietly set 80 as a goal. It's a way of saying to yourself, if I reach that age, it will mean my heart and my body work together with me. We made it this far, side by side. And that thought isn't just about health. It's also about hope. Because when you trust that your heart can carry you forward, you begin to look at tomorrow with more calmness, with more curiosity. It makes you want to keep moving, even if more slowly, and to keep living with gratitude for the simple gift of another day. Now let's move to the second hidden reason why so many people hope to live to 80. It's something less about the body and more about the mind. We could call it a psychological milestone, but really, it's simpler than that. It's the feeling that 80 is a doorway, a line in the sand that says, I've truly entered the age of long life. You see, all through our lives we measure time in numbers. As children we can't wait to be 10, then 16, then 21. Each age feels like a step, a mark of progress. And that doesn't stop, even as we grow older. At 50, at 60, at 70, we celebrate, we take note, we look back and forward at once. But something about 80 is different. 80 is a number that carries weight. It feels like crossing into a new chapter that not everyone gets to see. For many people, reaching 80 brings a deep sense of accomplishment. It's as if you've climbed a tall mountain. Maybe you had moments along the way when you weren't sure you'd make it. But then you find yourself standing at the top, looking around, realizing, I'm here. I've done it. That moment isn't about bragging. It's about relief, about peace. It's about being able to rest your mind and say, I made it to the place I hope to reach. This milestone also brings something powerful, confidence. When you cross that line into 80, it's as if you've proven to yourself that your strength, your patience, and your care carried you through. You begin to believe, if I made it here, maybe I can go further too. That thought is uplifting. It helps fight fear. It gives hope for tomorrow, even when the body feels slower or the days seem harder. And let's not forget, the number 80 carries meaning in our culture. People look at someone in their 80s with respect. Neighbors, friends, even younger family members often say, what a blessing, what an inspiration, to live such a long life. That recognition matters. It's not about vanity, it's about feeling seen, valued, honored for the years you've walked. There's another quiet truth here too. Reaching 80 feels like a gift not just for you, but for your loved ones. Your children, your grandchildren, even your great-grandchildren, they look at you and see strength, see history, see love that has lasted through decades. They celebrate that you've made it to this milestone, and their pride becomes your pride. That circle of respect gives you even more reason to keep going. So, this second reason, the psychological milestone of 80, goes beyond health. It touches the heart and the spirit. It says, you've crossed into true old age, and you've done it with grace. And that thought alone brings calm, courage, and motivation to live each day fully, to keep moving forward with gratitude. The third hidden reason why many people quietly hope to reach 80 is about the mind, about keeping the mind sharp, staying alert, and feeling present in life. You see, it's not just about the body surviving another year. It's about being able to remember, to think clearly, to enjoy conversations, stories, and laughter without struggling to follow along. As we age, we all notice little changes. Maybe it's forgetting where we put our glasses, or pausing to recall a familiar name. Sometimes it can feel frustrating or worrying. But there's comfort in knowing that reaching 80 can feel like proof that the mind has stayed strong, that we've kept our curiosity and our memory alive. That thought is powerful, it's reassuring and inspiring at the same time. Many people set their sights on 80 as a milestone for this very reason. It's like saying, I want to reach an age where I can still recognize faces, remember stories, and engage fully with the world around me. Because being present, fully aware, is what makes life rich. It's what allows us to enjoy small pleasures, the smell of coffee in the morning, the feel of sunlight on our hands, the sound of laughter from family or friends. And here's something important, reaching 80 with a sharp mind isn't about luck. It's often the result of decades of small, thoughtful choices. Reading a book, keeping in touch with friends, solving puzzles, taking walks, eating well, and even allowing ourselves moments of rest, all of these habits gently train the brain, like a garden that is carefully nurtured over the years. There's also a sense of freedom that comes with a clear mind. When we can think, reflect, and enjoy the world around us, we feel more independent. We can make decisions for ourselves, share advice from our life experience, and continue to guide those we love. That independence is deeply connected to our sense of self-worth. It's a reminder that, even in older age, we still have something valuable to give. And let's not forget joy. A sharp mind allows us to appreciate humor, to join in storytelling, to create new memories even at 80 and beyond. It keeps life playful and full of small surprises. That is why so many older adults quietly hope to reach this age, not just to live longer, but to live fully, with the mind awake, engaged, and alive. So, the third reason is deeply connected to our spirit. Keeping the mind strong and present is as much about health as it is about feeling alive, connected, and capable of enjoying every moment that life still offers. And for those who reach this age, that sense of accomplishment is quietly powerful. It brings peace, confidence, and the motivation to continue embracing each day with gratitude and curiosity. The fourth hidden reason why so many older adults hope to reach 80 is about family and community, the deep connections that give life meaning. By the time we reach this age, we've watched children grow, celebrated milestones, comforted loved ones through hard times, and shared countless memories. And reaching 80 often feels like a gift not just for ourselves, but for everyone around us. Many people hope to live to see grandchildren, and sometimes even great-grandchildren, grow up. There's a special joy in watching little ones discover the world, and even more in knowing that we can be part of their lives. Sharing stories, passing on traditions, teaching lessons we've learned over decades, these moments create a sense of purpose that is hard to match. Being present for family is more than just showing up physically. It's about the quiet support we provide, the guidance we offer, the laughter we share. Reaching 80 means we can still play a role in these small, meaningful ways. It's a reassurance that we are still needed, still loved, and still capable of making a difference in the lives of those we care about most. There's also a sense of legacy tied to this milestone. When we reach 80, we have the chance to reflect on our life and the ways we've shaped our family, our friends, and even our community. Every act of kindness, every word of wisdom, every moment spent listening or helping, it all adds up. Reaching this age can feel like a gentle affirmation that the love and care we've poured into others has mattered, that it has made life richer for those around us. And beyond family, reaching 80 can also strengthen our connection with friends, neighbors, and community. Being part of social activities, sharing stories from years gone by, helping others with small acts of kindness, these things keep life full of warmth and purpose. They remind us that we are never truly alone, and that our presence is valued and appreciated. So this fourth reason is deeply human. It's not about numbers or calendars, but about relationships, love, and the joy of being part of a larger story. For many, this is the heart of why they hope to live to 80, to witness life continue, to share love and wisdom, and to remain a meaningful part of the lives they've helped shape. And that, in turn, gives a sense of fulfillment and peace that makes each day feel precious. Now, as we look at all four reasons together, something beautiful starts to emerge. Living to 80 isn't just a goal or a number on the calendar. It's a reflection of a life lived with care, for the body, for the mind, and for the people around us. It's about honoring the years we've been given and making the most of the time that remains. When we think about the heart, the mind, the psychological milestone, and our connection to family and community, we start to see how deeply they are intertwined. Taking care of our health allows our mind to stay alert. A sharp mind gives us confidence and independence. Reaching 80 as a psychological milestone gives us courage and peace. And our relationships remind us why all of this effort matters. They give our life warmth, meaning, and joy. It's also important to remember that living to 80 doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of countless small choices, often made quietly, day after day. Choosing to walk a little more, to eat a little healthier, to laugh a little louder, to connect with loved ones a little more often, these are the moments that add up over the years. And they all contribute to the possibility of celebrating this milestone with joy, pride, and gratitude. For many people, thinking about reaching 80 can be motivating in itself. It's not about fear of getting older, or about obsessing over longevity. It's about hope, inspiration, and the desire to live fully. It reminds us that even in later years, our choices matter, our actions matter, and our presence in the world matters. And there's another subtle but powerful effect. When we aim for this milestone, we also begin to appreciate each day more deeply. A sunny morning, a phone call from a loved one, the smell of fresh bread, the sound of birds outside the window, these simple moments suddenly feel more precious. They remind us that life is not only about big events or achievements, but also about these quiet, beautiful instances that make each day worthwhile. So, as we continue on this journey together, it's worth pausing and reflecting. Every heartbeat, every clear thought, every connection we maintain, and every small act of care is part of what can help us reach 80 and beyond. And the journey itself, full of small, meaningful choices, is just as valuable as the milestone. Let's talk a little about the everyday choices that quietly help us move toward that 80-year milestone. You don't need dramatic changes or big gestures. It's the small, consistent actions that make a difference, the ones that often go unnoticed but add up beautifully over the years. Take a walk around the neighborhood, even if it's just a few minutes. Feel the sunlight on your face, breathe the fresh air, and notice the little things around you, the sound of leaves rustling, a neighbor waving hello, birds singing. These small moments of movement and presence are gifts to your body and mind. They keep your heart beating strong, your legs steady, and your mind alert. Eating well doesn't mean strict diets or fancy meals. It's about choosing simple, wholesome foods that nourish your body, fresh fruits, vegetables, a little protein, water to stay hydrated. Every mindful choice like this is a quiet investment in your health, like planting seeds that will grow over time. And don't forget rest. Your body and mind need moments of calm, moments to recharge. A short nap, a peaceful afternoon, or simply sitting quietly with a cup of tea can refresh your spirit and give you strength for the rest of the day. Connection is just as important as physical care. Call a friend, share a story with a grandchild, smile at a neighbor. These small gestures strengthen relationships, lift your mood, and remind you why each day matters. Being present for others is also a gift to yourself because it gives life purpose and joy. Even laughter counts. Find reasons to laugh, to smile, to enjoy simple pleasures. Humor is medicine for the heart, for the mind, and for the spirit. It reminds us not to take life too seriously and helps us stay resilient, even when challenges arise. All of these small actions, moving, eating mindfully, resting, connecting, laughing, don't feel like big accomplishments in the moment. But over time, they add up. They are the quiet steps that help us reach milestones like 80, and they make the journey there more joyful and meaningful. And here's the beautiful part, each of these choices can be made today, right now. There's no need to wait. You can take one small action, feel the moment, and know that it matters. Every gentle effort, every mindful step, is part of a larger story of care, health, and connection, a story that you continue to write each day. As we reflect on all four hidden reasons together, the strength of the heart, the psychological milestone, keeping the mind sharp, and the importance of family and community, a bigger picture starts to emerge. Living to 80 is not just a number. It's a celebration of life, a recognition of care, and a testament to the choices we make every day. Each reason connects to the others in a beautiful way. Caring for your heart helps your mind stay alert. A clear, active mind gives you confidence to embrace each new day. Achieving the milestone of 80 brings inner peace and a quiet sense of accomplishment. And all of this matters even more because of the people we love, the family and friends who give our lives warmth and purpose. Reaching this age is both a gift and a responsibility. It's a gift because it reminds us of the strength, resilience, and wisdom we carry. It's a responsibility because it calls us to continue caring for ourselves, to nurture our relationships, and to find joy in small, everyday moments. Every walk, every conversation, every smile is part of the journey. There's also a sense of hope that comes with understanding these reasons. Even if some days feel harder, even if the body feels slower, knowing why we aim for this milestone inspires gentle motivation. It reminds us that each small action, each choice for health, each moment of connection, brings us closer to living fully and meaningfully. And perhaps the most beautiful part is that these reasons are universal. Everyone, no matter where they live, can relate to them. We all want our hearts to be strong, our minds to be sharp, our lives to have purpose, and our relationships to be rich. The desire to reach 80 is more than a number, it's a reflection of the human spirit, of hope, care, and love carried through decades. So, as we move forward, it's worth holding these ideas close. Think of them not as rules, but as gentle guides, friendly reminders that each day offers an opportunity to care for yourself, to connect with others, and to celebrate life in ways both big and small. Each day is a step, and each step is meaningful. Now, as we come closer to the heart of this message, let's take a moment to think about what it means for you, right here, right now. Reaching 80, and living well beyond it, isn't something that happens by magic. It happens because of the small, loving choices you make every single day. You don't need to overhaul your life. You don't need to push yourself to extremes. It's about simple, thoughtful actions, taking a short walk, enjoying a healthy meal, reading a book, laughing with a friend, sharing a story with family. Every gentle effort is a step forward. Every small choice is a way of telling yourself, I matter. My life matters. My health matters. And there's something powerful about this approach. When you focus on little, consistent actions, life begins to feel lighter, calmer, and more joyful. You notice the beauty in ordinary moments. You feel gratitude for things you may have overlooked before. You start to see that every day is an opportunity to care for yourself, to connect with others, and to simply be present. Think about it like planting a garden. Each action is a seed. Some seeds grow slowly, some bloom quickly, but together they create something beautiful over time. By nurturing yourself and your relationships, by giving attention to your body, mind, and heart, you are tending the most important garden of all, your own life. So, as you listen today, remember this: reaching 80 isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving. It's about living with awareness, with care, and with love. It's about showing up for yourself, for your family, and for the life you still have to enjoy. And the best part? You can start right now, with one small choice, one small action, one mindful moment. Because each step you take, no matter how gentle, brings you closer to the life you hope to live. And that, dear friends, is the true heart of why so many people hope to reach 80, and why every day along the way can be meaningful, full, and beautiful. Now I'd love to hear from you. When you think about reaching 80, what's the biggest reason that drives you? Is it family, freedom, health, or something deeply personal? Share your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one, and your answer could inspire someone else to keep going. Because here we don't just talk about aging, we create a circle of wisdom where we lift each other up. If this video opened your eyes to something new, please give it a thumbs up so it can reach someone else who needs encouragement today. And subscribe to Senior Longevity Tips if you haven't yet. This is your daily home for practical advice on aging well, staying healthy, and living with purpose after 60. Let me also say thank you. Thank you for caring about your health, for seeking truth, and for proving that aging is not about giving up, it's about choosing strength and wisdom every single day. Stay curious, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep striving not just for 80, but for a life that feels full and meaningful.